Imagine a window, high up, in a hospital, a place meant for healing, for recovery. Now imagine someone falling from that window, not just once, but 3 times in the span of just 9 days. 3 doctors, all connected by their fight against a global pandemic, all in Russia, and all, suddenly, inexplicably plummeting. This is the chilling story of Russia's Star City doctors, a mystery that unfolded in the spring of 2020, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a profound sense of unease. Our story begins in that pivotal year, 2020, a time etched into global memory by the shadow of COVID-19. In Russia, a particular series of events began to unfold, casting an even darker pall over what was already a deeply challenging period. At the heart of this unfolding mystery was Natalia Lebedeva. Natalia wasn't just any doctor, she was the chief of emergency medical services in Star City, a name that evokes images of space travel, of rigorous training, of the nation's brightest minds. This was Russia's astronaut training grounds, a place where precision and dedication were paramount. When the coronavirus outbreak first began to grip Moscow, it was Natalia who was believed to have treated the very first patient, a clinician, a cosmonaut in spirit, on the front lines, battling an unseen enemy with unwavering commitment. But then, she too fell ill with the virus herself. On April 20th, 2020, Natalia, then 48 years old, was admitted to the Federal Scientific Clinical Center in Moscow, a place, again, for healing. Yet, just 4 days into her treatment, tragedy struck. Natalia plummeted from the hospital's 6th floor window, dying instantly. The hospital's official explanation was swift and stark: a terrible accident. A profoundly sad incident, yes, but an accident nonetheless. And perhaps, under different circumstances, that might have been the end of it, a lone, heartbreaking story amidst a global crisis. But what followed would shake that simple explanation to its core. Because just a few days later, the unthinkable happened again. Not in Moscow, but far away, in Siberia. Yelena Nepomniachtchia, a senior practitioner, a respected figure in her medical community, fell from a hospital window. The circumstances were chilling. She reportedly fell in the middle of a conference call, a moment of professional engagement suddenly shattered by a shocking event. Yelena was rushed to hospital, her life hanging by a thread. For a week, she fought valiantly in intensive care, but in the end, the injuries were too severe. Yelena Nepomniachtchia, too, tragically died. 2 doctors, 2 falls, 2 deaths, all within days. The pattern was now undeniable, unsettling in its repetition. And then a 3rd incident, adding another layer of complexity to this growing enigma. This time, it was an ambulance doctor named Alexander Shulapov. Like Natalia and Yelena, Alexander had contracted COVID-19 and was receiving treatment at Novosmonskaya Hospital. But Alexander's story had a crucial public prelude. Less than 2 weeks before his fall, he had uploaded a video online. In this video, he made a serious accusation. Hospital officials, he claimed, were forcing him to continue working despite being gravely ill with the virus. It was a cry for help, a testament to the immense pressures facing healthcare workers at the time, a moment captured for the world to see. Then, on May 2nd, Alexander Shulapov, like the others, fell. He was hospitalized with serious injuries, a fractured skull among them. But, thankfully, Alexander's story took a different turn. Against all odds, he recovered. He survived. His survival, however, did little to quell the rising tide of questions surrounding these events. If anything, it amplified them. 3 medical professionals, 3 falls from hospital windows, 2 fatalities, 1 miraculous recovery. All in Russia, all in 9 days, all battling or recovering from the very same virus. The official explanations ranged from accident to suicide in some reports, citing the immense psychological strain of the pandemic. And it is true, the mental toll on frontline workers during that period was unfathomable. Burnout, exhaustion, fear, these were real and devastating factors that could push anyone to their breaking point. But for many, the sheer coincidence, the unsettling repetition, was simply too much to accept. Was it the crushing weight of their responsibilities pushing them to desperation? Or was there something else at play? Alexander Shulipov's pre-fall video alleging coercion pointed to a darker possibility, a system under immense pressure potentially silencing those who spoke out about its failings. In a country where state institutions often operate with a degree of opacity, such incidents fuel speculation and distrust. The absence of clear, transparent investigations left an enormous vacuum, which was quickly filled by theories ranging from cover-ups to profound systemic issues within the healthcare system. These events unfolded against a backdrop where Russia's state healthcare was already under scrutiny. The pandemic, while exposing the heroic efforts of individual medical staff, also laid bare the vulnerabilities and challenges within the system. The sudden, violent deaths and injuries of these 3 doctors, all seemingly linked by their professional roles and their illness, became a stark and chilling symbol of a deeper, unsettling narrative. The mystery of the Star City doctors, of Natalia Lebedeva, Yelena Nepomniachtchia, and Alexander Shulipov, remains largely unsolved. Their stories serve as a haunting reminder of the human cost of a pandemic, and perhaps of the hidden pressures that can operate within powerful systems. They are a testament to lives dedicated to healing, tragically cut short or forever altered by events that still defy easy explanation. It leaves us with a profound sense of unease, a lingering question about what truly happened in those hospitals, high above the streets of Russia. What are your thoughts on this perplexing series of events? Do you believe these were tragic accidents or something more? Share your insights and reflections in the comments below. If you found this story thought-provoking, please consider following for more deep dives into unexplained mysteries and forgotten histories.